Hello, RISD family. Well, we all blinked, time has flown, and it's December once again. The end of our first semester in 2024 is in sight. We have so much to celebrate as great things continue to happen in RISD. And in this month's Keeping Tabs, we'll be recognizing some of the RISD's best of the best teachers across our community and celebrating our successful efforts to prepare students for college success. But first, I'd like to take a little time to update you on some important progress with our budget planning and what may be in store as we move through 2025. To catch us up, you may recall that this time 1 year ago, a group of parents, community members, and campus educators, known as the Community Budget Steering Committee, had just finished meeting over 6 months and presented budget recommendations to RISD trustees about ways the district should approach a sizable operating deficit. Those recommendations touched 9 areas, and our trustees eventually took action on 3 of the 9, including deeper cuts to central and support operations, and obviously the comprehensive elementary campus and facility consolidation plan known as Project Right Size. Fast forward 1 year, and our CBCS team has again been meeting this semester, reviewing last year's recommendations and evaluating RISD updated financial conditions to arrive at updated recommendations for our board to consider as they formally begin 2025 budget planning efforts. A quick refresher on why we project continued financial challenges for 2025-2026. Like many school districts, RISD's enrollment declined during the pandemic and has not rebounded. And enrollment is projected to continue to decline due to lower birth rates and other factors, a trend across Texas and the region. In Texas, the number of students enrolled primarily equates to school funding from the state. Inflation has risen 18% since the pandemic, with some sectors that impact RISD's costs, like property insurance, increasing at even higher rates. During the years of rising costs, the state of Texas has not increased per pupil funding in the basic student allotment. The last time that happened was in 2019. RISD's location in the highly competitive North Texas market, coupled with high consumer inflation, has increased wages for talented teachers and staff. There are substantial gaps between the cost for RISD to deliver services and the funding that Texas provides for those services, specifically in areas like special education, school safety and security, pre-K opportunities, transportation, gifted services, and dyslexia services. This year's campus consolidation plan was a major necessary step, but as we have talked about throughout the last 12 months, if we're going to operate as efficiently as we can and provide strong academic growth for all students led by outstanding experienced educators, we need to explore all possible options. And that brings us to this week. On Thursday, December 12th, members of the RISD Community Budget Steering Committee presented updated recommendations to our elected trustees. Last year's recommendations to further reduce central and support budgets, consolidate elementary schools, and create a strategic compensation model have all been implemented. Moving forward, these are the highlights of the committee recommendations for the coming budget cycle. The committee recommends that RISD consider a voter-approved tax rate election in 2025 to increase RISD's operating tax rate by just over 3 pennies. If approved, it would generate about $7.4 million in operating revenue for the district. For context, RISD's current tax rate for the maintenance and operations portion of the budget is 75.5 cents, the lowest rate in 40 years. The committee also recommended that RISD consider whether our next bond referendum makes more sense in 2025 or in 2026. There are pros and cons to each scenario, and many in our community have asked the district to accelerate the transformations of our remaining 6 junior highs into middle schools. RISD's last bond election was in 2021. The portion of the tax rate that pays for bonds is at the lowest level since 2016. The teacher in me is truly excited about the next set of recommendations, creating and expanding choices for families. The committee recommended reimagining and expanding our current magnet school offerings to better reflect student and family interests, priorities, and learning styles. In addition, the committee recommended RISD offer additional programming choices to families making data-driven decisions to determine additional programs that will have the most significant impact on student outcomes. Possibilities like International Baccalaureate and Montessori programs would be under consideration, with the goal of further improving student outcomes while providing a variety of learning environments for parents who are seeking the right option for their students. In tandem with increased choices for families would be a consideration to changing district policy to become an open enrollment district, meaning allowing families outside of RISD boundaries an opportunity to attend RISD campuses with excess capacity. Some districts boarding RISD have been doing this for many years as a way to supplement enrollment. If RISD were to move forward with something similar, we would approach the idea cautiously, both prioritizing families who live in RISD and also making enrollment of inter-district families contingent on expectations surrounding behavior and academics. Finally, they recommended that RISD study the possibility of changing RISD's secondary bell schedule. Our current AB day double block model has some benefits, but also comes with higher staffing costs. I want to emphasize that our team, including teachers and campus leaders, will study this in more detail this coming spring, and that I don't anticipate any changes to our secondary schedule for the 25-26 school year. I encourage everyone interested in learning more to watch the video from the December 12th board meeting through our website. Staff will begin to work in January on a timeline and additional recommendations for the board's consideration. Please stay connected with us in the upcoming weeks and months as we navigate this work. I want to also celebrate an important update about our college readiness programs that was also shared at our recent board meeting. Did you know that students who earn at least one college credit have increased their chances of graduating high school by 72%? They are also 26% more likely to continue to college and 20% more likely to graduate in 6 years. It is exciting to know that our work in the college, career, and military readiness area has resulted in more RISD students taking advantage of earning college credit while still enrolled in RISD and based on which program fits their individual needs. This has resulted in RISD students and families having saved over the past 3 years over $9 million in costs from the Dallas College, on-ramps, and college programs. Congratulations to our students, staff, and families supporting this work, and we look forward to building on this success to meet our North Star goal, every student, every day. Okay, I know that was a lot to consider as we prepare for winter break. Let's shift gears now to celebrating some amazing educators. Recently, every RISD school selected and announced their 2025 Campus Teacher of the Year. I cannot wait to celebrate this incredible group of educators who are making the life of every student better every single day. We are so fortunate to have so many of these dedicated teachers all across our district. Please take a moment to congratulate your Campus Teacher of the Year. It's been a great first semester here in RISD. I look forward to sharing some special moments and highlights with you next week. Until then, thank you for watching this edition of Keeping Tabs, and please remember, I'm here to serve and support you always.